Problem number 6. A beam is subjected to forces as shown in the figure below. Find the magnitude, direction and position of the resultant force. Here the theta and alpha values are given. So it is the given problem. We will follow the same procedure, that is horizontal angle theta and splitting of the inclined forces, then sigma fx, sigma fy, then r and theta. Then if you want the position means sum of the moment with respect to the required force, then perpendicular distance, x-intercept and y-intercept. First, horizontal angle for the inclined forces. The 15 kilonewton is the inclined force. Inclined angle is, horizontal angle is alpha. Here sine, cos and tan alpha it is given in the problem. Then 17 kilonewton is the inclined force, whereas theta is the horizontal angle, sine, cos and tan theta is given. So it is already given. Next, splitting up the inclined forces. Behind the arrowhead, draw nearby horizontal line and nearby vertical line. Behind the arrowhead, draw nearby horizontal line and vertical line. It will give rise to the direction of the component. Once it is done, then we will go for calculation of sigma fx and sigma fy values. So sigma fx, that is equal to sigma fx is nothing but only the horizontal forces and horizontal components. I will start from this force. Here the horizontal component is moving leftward, so minus horizontal component is f cos theta, that is 17 into cos theta. Then this is vertical, 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 leave it. Then here the horizontal component is moving rightward, so plus, and the component is f cos theta, that is 15 into cos of, here instead of theta alpha is there, so alpha. That's all. So substitute the values. Minus 17 into, in the given problem cos theta is given as 8 by 17 plus 15 into cos alpha. In the given problem cos alpha is given as 4 by 5. So if we calculate, we are going to get the value as 4 kilonewton. Then calculate sigma fy. So sigma fy is nothing but only the vertical forces and vertical component. Horizontal component leave it. Vertical component moving upward, so plus, and component is f sin theta, that is 17 into sine of theta. Then this is the vertical force coming downward, minus 10, then plus 20, then it is minus 10. Then here horizontal component leave it. Then vertical component is, it is going upward, so it is plus 15 into sine of alpha. So substitute the values, equals 17 into sine theta is given as 15 by 17, write it. Then minus 10 plus 20 minus 10 plus 15 into sine of alpha. Sine of alpha is given as 3 by 5. So if we calculate, we are going to get the value as 24 kilonewton. So once you get the value, you can calculate the r and theta, that is magnitude and direction of the resultant. The magnitude r is given by square root of sigma fx square plus sigma fy square. Sigma fx is 4, so 4 square, plus sigma fy is 24, 24 square. You are going to get the value as 24.33 kilonewton. So once once you got this one, then we will move on to the direction of the resultant. The direction theta is given by tan inverse of sigma fy divided by sigma fx, where sigma fy and sigma fx are positive values we need to take. So sigma fy we got it as 24, then sigma fx we got it as 4. Substitute, you will get the value as 80.54 degree. Over. The magnitude and direction of the resultant we got. Next one is position of the resultant. We are calculating the position. So to calculate the position, we need to find out sigma m. Sigma m. Here in the given problem, he didn't mention any points. So I'm going to take a point. This will be the A point, sorry, B point, C, D and E. It is given in the problem itself. He never mentioned with respect to which point we need to calculate the position. So we can choose any point. I'm going to choose A point. But obviously in the examination, the point will be given with respect to which point we need to calculate the position. So let us calculate sigma MA. Before calculating the sigma MA, let us look at the concept. While calculating the moment, we need to keep three things in mind. M is equal to F into D, clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative. If the force is passing through the moment center, then the moment will be 0. So this 17 kilonewton load is passing through the point A, so it will become 0. Then 10 into perpendicular distance between this 10 Newton and A point is 2 meter. It is rotating in the clockwise direction, so it is positive. Then next one is 20 into perpendicular distance between this 20 Newton line and A point is 2 plus 3, 5. And it is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, minus. Then next one is 10 into perpendicular distance between this 10 and A point is 2 plus 3 plus 2, 7. And it is rotating in the clockwise direction, so it is positive. Then next one is since it is inclined and it is acting at the point E, so the horizontal component is 15 into cos of alpha, but it is passing through the point A, so we will neglect it. Then the vertical component is 15 into sine of alpha, that is sine alpha, it is given in the problem, that is 3 by 5. Sine alpha is given as 3 by 5, and here the vertical component is acting like this. So if we rotate, it is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, minus. Then horizontal force 4 kilonewton, it is also passing through the point A, so it will become 0. So if we calculate this one, we are going to get sigma MA as minus 82 kilonewton meter. Minus 82 kilonewton meter. And one more thing, guys, here I think I left out one. While calculating the sigma F, we forgot this one. It is acting along the direction or rightward direction, so it will become plus 4. Here add plus 4. Anyhow, you are going to get the same value, that is 4 kilonewton. Now let us calculate the positions. The perpendicular distance is given by sigma MA divided by R. Then x-intercept is given by sigma MA divided by sigma Fy. Then y-intercept is given by sigma MA divided by sigma Fx. So just the formulas, substitute and get the answer. Sigma MA we got it as minus 82. While calculating the distances, we need to substitute only the positive values. So let us take plus 82 divided by R, we got it as 24.33. Here you are going to get this value as 3.37, and in the given problem all the distances are in meter, so it will also be in meter. Then sigma MA 82 divided by sigma Fy, we got it as 24. Then you will get x intercept as 3.416 meter. Then y intercept sigma MA is 82 divided by sigma Fx, it is 4. So you are going to get y intercept as 20.5 meters. That's all. Thank you.